we move over to our friends at the gates of Fairhaven. What do you guys do?
Let's go to the embassy.
To the embassies.
Okay. You guys walk over to what you know to be the Checker Ward. Great, magnificent buildings. Off in the distance, you see the mighty palace of the Queen of not just Fairhaven, but of Aundair itself. You enter through the Dragonhold district, and eventually, you pass. Wait, you actually don't pass by the Greensinger Embassy. But you eventually make your way to this very alien and foreign-looking building. It's very smooth. The building itself has a lot of odd angles and very vibrant colors, but the colors are like gold and purple. Really looks pretty. It really looks odd to you. It's a eyesore in this type of environment. Nearby, you see a airship tower as well, a smaller one, maybe about 4 stories high up, and you see docked to this a very odd-looking airship as well. What do you guys?
I'm guessing we don't recognize the airship.
No.
Excellent.
That pink is hurting my eyes.
It's very colorful. In a good way, I feel like. But yeah, so do anyone just want to make a quick bet that Gabriella is probably on that ship or being taken away on that ship? Wanna
Well,
If I know my luck.
you don't have to be a detective to figure that out.
if anyone want to make a bet with my luck?
That's why
Anyone?
it's called meta. That's why it's called meta knowledge.
Sure.
That's not meta knowledge.
It is.
That's
I'll
just
bet
me
you.
Why
assuming
else
your
would I-
fucking world.
Why else would I describe it and waste
I
time
know.
talking about it?
I know. I'm just saying you can't really be like meta knowledge. It's just an assumption. Yeah. Okay. Yeah. Sure. I want to bet 5 gold. I mean, no one loses a lot of money on that.
Sure, I'll bet you.
Funny.
Okay. So we could might as well just start investigating that shit because we all know that's what's gonna happen. No, but
Are you gonna try the spell now?
yes. Best use hyper beam. I mean, locate creature.
Bass is currently meditating.
A minute, and we looked at that ship for at least 50 seconds, so it should be done soon.
I shake Bass, says, check back later.
Ah. Stupid 8-ball. Well, yeah.
So we're waiting for Bass to meditate.
Yeah.
So, what's going on between you two?
What?
Wait, what?
He just crosses his arms. You know what I mean.
I just sort of sit there, fidgeting and feeling uncomfortably, not really saying anything because we've not really done anything, and it's just sort of like a crush, and I don't want to admit it.
Yeah, it was like, Yeah.
So we're going out partying all night, going shopping.
Yeah. I'm going shopping with most people. That doesn't mean, She helped us with the mission, you know? She's charming. Yeah, I've done shopping with you. That also doesn't mean I want to do you like you do best. That's barely an argument. Yeah, you explained that, Ibris. You gone shopping with me? You can't use that as an argument.
Touche. But he looks to Corval. Why is she fidgeting so much? There's not inside.
I don't say anything. I just go from fidgety to unnaturally still. So now I'm just like not moving or doing anything. I'm just sort of like looking slightly below eye level or to meet his eyes, but not moving at all.
Oh, Bast, you're awake. Perfect time.
Yes. Oof.
I have no
Done.
clue what's going on.
So, am I right or am I wrong? There's something going on between the two of them.
Didn't they already hook up?
What?
No,
Yeah.
we haven't done shit.
Yeah.
You can tell that to someone else. I don't believe you.
Maybe we should leave the kids alone. I think it's time for you to do your magic.
Older than you, probably. How old are you, Ibris? I'm not good with tiefling age.
Same as human, 27.
Sure, but you know, it's also hard to guess the direct age of humans, you know. So, unless you're older than me, well, that doesn't mean anything. But yeah, so when Bast, you had a spell.
Just remember to wrap it up.
Why? Why? This is fantasy world. You don't have to.
I cast Sanctuary.
We're not
I go
not-
from like
You're not-
standing still to just like beat red,
Yeah.
like slowly backing up a little bit, sliding away from Duron.
Probably also goes fair bit
You know,
red.
I mean, I thought Duron was so keen on keeping Cora well with us because they hooked up already.
That was my assumption.
You could be nice to people.
You weren't nice.
I'm often nice.
Off.
That-
I'm not saying always. I'm not saying always.
So apparently everyone just assumes that Duron and I have hooked up now. Okay.
No,
I
he
mean, you
did
can
make me
ask
this
Aurelia
armor, so I
too.
guess he is sometimes nice.
Not to me.
What do you mean? You? If you're saying what happened this morning, you also let me fall from a horse. Complimented your spellcasting.
I actually wish like
and your wind
Aurelia.
chime.
I actually wish Aurelia was like in combat right now and like dying. And so we can like switch back to this and then to Aurelia actually dying.
He almost died.
Scene
Wow. I'm
by
gonna
scene.
remember that.
The contrast between they're talking about hooking up within the party, and then like it would have just been funny if Aurelia was like.
Oh,
actually
really?
fighting.
Just bleeding to death in an alley.
We already had that with Klein. Like everyone at the tavern dancing, having fun.
Yeah.
I have a feeling all of you are going to die
did
before
happen, yeah.
Aurelia does.
All of us were just dancing. You were like, and then he's getting murdered by.
Hey, I mean, Bast and Ibris are banging, and then there is a Klein being gangbanged by a bunch of frogs.
Yeah, well, no, that's you don't know if they're gangbanging him. They might
We're
be taking
assuming.
turns. They could be taking turns.
You're true. I mean,
He was making out with a fucking toad.
That tongue thing traumatized me.
All right. You guys are fucking around in front of the embassy. The ship begins to light up. Boom, 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 boom.
don't do that, Cal.
Alright, Bass. Time to do your magic.
Polymorph or locate creature? I mentioned both.
Locate creature, since we don't know if We're just all assuming. Yes, we can all.
So,
We might need polymorph to get up there, though.
Yeah, sure, but we should first
Right.
get the right place.
So,
okay, roll a history check. This is. Oh wait. Did you already roll the history check when you first asked Bast?
No, you said he should.
no.
He did.
Yeah. Okay. Then roll a history check. All right. Yeah. The jealousy is what really comes to
Duron,
your
who's that
mind.
bitch?
That's exactly.
Wait,
like-
what?
Oh, you weren't here, but Gabriella Nisa is Durin's spirit friend, and she's a.
Yeah,
don't know.
another one of Duran's girlfriends, I'm aware.
Well,
I feel like you think Doran is
thinks
much
he
more of a
is.
player than he is.
I mean, that's all that it seems to be. Y'all just keep on bringing up more of his exes.
In his hometown, they call him the Ghost Fucker. He's the blood hunter, but his subclass is the Ghost Fucker.
Bruce?
Oh, Cal, it's been
Yeah.
more than a session. I think it's time to roll up a random X from Duran's past to come and make our lives more difficult.
And roll for her dick size.
So
So
we already did that. So, Bast, you concentrate and you focus, and lo and behold, Gabrielle Nisa's spirit, which is split between the physical plane and the material plane and the ethereal plane, it seems like, is not on the ship.
Give me
Instead,
5 gold.
no, I'm joking. It's on the ship.
Damn it!
Uh-huh.
I give Duran 5 gold.
They're betting on that.
I mean, no, it was guaranteed.
Yeah.
That's why the price was so low. Okay, well, let's see. Do any of you have a way up there?
Well, wait, hold on. Way up where?
Up in
To the ship.
Oh, why would you want to
Can-
go up there?
Gabriella?
Yeah, you haven't told us that she's up there yet.
You just
so-
handed me gold, so I mean, you must know.
Oh, right.
I
Wait,
mean,
sorry.
I will of course relate that to the group.
Right, now I give the 5 gold.
I mean,
Ah.
depends. It depends on like if you want Duran to actually, be happy. You can withhold this information.
Yeah.
The character is not obligated to tell him.
Yeah, you're right. Yeah.
I take back my 5 gold.
As soon as we get Gabriella, we get out of the city again, so... Of course I didn't say that.
And now I give my 5 gold.
Ah, so I'm gonna add 15 gold at this point.
No, just 5. Fuck
I
you.
know.
All right.
Okay. Well,
Anybody see your way up?
Fly?
oh, I don't really have.
Hey, Cal, do I see a way onto the ship?
It's a really odd question. From where you're from where you are currently, roll a perception check.
21.
It seems like there is a ramp that connects the airship tower to this odd airship.
Alright, and do I see anybody going up the ramp onto the airship?
No.
I'm going to point out the ramp to my team. Hey, guys, I think there's a ramp going up to the airship. We could just try that way.
And as
Is it
you
open
say
to the
that, you
public?
begin to see people cross from the ramp into the airship as well. And
What do they
they're
look like?
They look like people with really proper postures, and they all seem to be kind of walking in order, marching step to step, and they all have a odd aura about them. Roll
there
a history
only-
check.
16?
You've seen Kalishstars before. And they
Seen what
are
before?
Kalishstars. So,
Okay.
He named them after himself.
they are people, and you recognize them because they are people who have near perfect features. Very beautiful, and they are very odd. It's very easy for you to kind of tell them apart from regular people.
Are there any servants with them?
Well, you don't really know who would be considered a servant, who wouldn't be considered a servant.
Is there anybody that's in less fancy clothing, and what does their clothing look like?
The people that you're looking at right now seem to be like, all decent clothing.
Are they all wearing similar clothing, or all
Yes.
different? All similar?
Mhm.
Are they all wearing the same outfit?
No, it's somewhat different in some areas.
Okay, so there's a group of people that are going up in like a single file line with perfect features, all wearing similar clothing. No noticeable servants or anything like that. Is there anything besides the Kalishstars?
There's a giant airship where they're walking into.
Any other people?
Not that you can tell.
Okay. It looks like there's Kalishstars boarding the ship, guys. We should be able to access the ship through that ramp, but I'm not sure how we're going to get onto it. Oh, do any of the Kalishstars have hoods on their outfits?
Hoods?
Yes.
No. That's
Okay.
how you can tell they're Kalishstars by their perfect features.
Mm-hmm. I'm guessing, like, human perfect? Or
Pretty perfect.
multi... Okay.
Symmetrical.
Mm-hmm.
Doll-like.
Very blank expressions on their faces.
Mass, that polymorph spell, is it just for one person or can you affect multiple?
It's just for one person.
If you polymorph me, I can use my armor to transform it into something that they're wearing. That should make it convincing enough that I can get onto the ship. I already have the right body type, so it's just a matter of tweaking my appearances to fit, so it's going to be very difficult to tell, even with a physical examination.
Roll deception check.
15.
Yeah,
guys-
but this spell says the target skill melts into the new form. The creature can't activate, use, wield, or otherwise benefit from any of its equipment.
I have a spell to disguise myself. I mean, I'm gonna be honest with you guys. I would love to save her, but I also don't want to bring death and being wounded upon all of you. And I don't feel comfortable in us storming this ship.
You think you can
I
just...
mean, we could always just try walking on.
Yeah.
I mean,
Maybe
Yeah.
you can try
Can't
talking
really-
with them.
get a wanted posted on a raven or something like that.
Okay, so I have a plan, and I am gonna walk up and ask to talk to he has a name, to Jatars Ridan.
You're walking into the embassy?
No, I'm talking to my people right now. You know, like, and I get asked to talk to him about, well, Gabriella. And then if I don't come out, then you can try to rescue me, extract me.
I mean, I'm down to try.
Because I don't want to put you guys in a directly harmful situation, and I feel like storming the ship is not an option.
Unless they capture you, then we storm it.
Well, then it's more extracting me, and hopefully
Yeah,
they're
I
not going
mean,
to take me on the ship.
At this point, I can't really storm anything. But yeah.
Well, it's a figures of speech.
This is that snarkiness that we're
I know,
talking
I know that's actually why I did it.
I mean, I'm fine with that plan, but
What about if Bast polymorphs Crowell into a mouse? You keep her in your pocket, and she's there. When they like take you to a cell, she can get out of your pocket, unpolymorph or something, pick the lock, and get you out.
Is
seems
that
a bit complicated. I'd rather just walk in with him. I have the capabilities to pick most locks. I'll just hide my lockpicks in my hair. I doubt they'll search my hair, and if they do, oh well, worst thing I lose is a couple of lockpicks. At that point, we'll have bigger worries.
Yeah, I mean that sounds like it.
The only other thing I could think of is Bast polymorphs me. I go into your pocket, and then you have backup if you need it.
Yeah, I mean that could be an option. So I have my tiny poke Ibrius. Throw the rat on the floor, takes 1 damage, pops out an Ibris. Aha!
Beautiful.
Yeah.
What do you say, Bast?
So that I understand it correctly, just Duron goes in with you polymorphed in a mouse.
I'm going in as well, regardless.
She will walk in with me in human, in humanoid forms, and I will have a pocket Ibris.
You can be our outside elf. If something goes wrong, you can rescue us.
Yeah, before that I just take a 3-hour nap so that I can actually try to rescue you.
Yeah, that sounds good. I don't think they're going
Sure.
to execute us on the spot.
Yeah, I mean I'm not going.
Would they?
Yeah.
Most
Duron?
likely.
High risk, high reward.
Great. Well,
Except here the reward is a obsessive spirit who's in love with Duron.
yeah, but I had.
Gods, I hate
What?
owning you.
You want to know what the dumbest thing here is, Ibris? I even told them that, like, once the mission is done, I will gladly go to the embassy, since they said that, like, it could help her.
I hope
So,
I
yeah.
have to kill one of them at least.
I hope don't.
If there's
But
anything
let's
I
see
like
where it
killing
takes
more
us.
than evil, is stupid. Alright, let's do this.
Alright,
Ibris, man.
just go up to Ibris and cast polymorph on him.
Wait, before you do, good luck, kiss.
Oh
my God.
God.
He turned him into a rat with his kiss. Ah!
Turn him into a frog.
Definitely not. Definitely use polymorph after that.
He's a witch. Great. I pocket my my Pokemon.
Yeah, you should also be aware that it's only holding up about 1 hour.
Sure. I mean, I hope that this doesn't take that long. That's gonna be a funny conversation in an hour's time. Oh, him? I
And
didn't
I,
know.
of course, stow
Oh.
my.
I didn't know I had a tiefling in my pocket. Don't you have a tiefling in your pocket?
Bas, can you understand Ibris in rat form?
Yeah.
You hear Ibris from Duron's pocket. My god, it stinks of oil and rust in here. Do you ever clean this pocket?
Remember, your mental ability scores change.
Cheese?
Yep, that's right.
You're right, did you?
All right. So what do you guys do?
I walk up the ship like just casual, like
Well, you can't walk up the ship.
like
There is a tower.
ramp.
Okay. Well, wait. Huh?
I thought is the ramp in like the building?
Oh yeah. So how it's you see the Rydran embassy, and next to it there's a 4-foot, like 4 to 5 story high tower,
Oh, okay.
and the airship is floating in the sky at the
Yeah, okay.
4th floor, and there's a ramp from the 4th story to the airship.
Oh,
And
yeah,
that's
I'll
how
go to
most airships are kind of
Yeah.
set
Oh
up.
yeah, I go to the tower.
All right. You go inside the tower by yourself, right?
No,
I
call
know
also.
we're
With-
going with.
Oh. Okay, sure.
Also, I'm not armed. I have my heavy crossbow is in my bag of holding.
All right.
Just
So make sure put your tokens down in front of the door.
dark there's. I'm inside, guys. I'm in.
Piece of cake. Why are you guys so nervous? I don't get it. Like, chill out. It's gonna be all good. We'll get through this, guys. Nothing bad's gonna happen here. Ignore the fact that there's a battle map.
Reroll 5 people.
There is a battle map, so I can't really say that too well, but alright. So I don't have the tokens ready, but it doesn't matter. Alright, so as you guys walk in, you notice that there is a hubbub of activity. There are 3 of these Kalistars kind of getting things ready. You see them as they are packing various objects, and it seems like they are trying to rearrange this tower in certain objects. You see one of them kind of walk up the stairs and disappear to the 2nd floor. The door is closed in front of you. What do you guys do?
I open it. You just know.
Alright, you open it, and as you do, roll d20. Let's see if it's open. It's locked. You hear the...
Alright. I knock.
Guys.
I'm going to go up and knock on the door.
Yeah, I knock. Yeah, I knock.
Dun, 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 dun. You knock on the door. Who is it?
Duron Lee here to speak with Jadata Suriadan.
Are you sure that's the one that you're looking to talk to? Do you remember
Isn't it?
which ones they are? So there was 2. There's Ilith.
Is it
and Jadata.
Illitheth then? Yeah. Illith.
Alright. Because one of them did not like you. And
Yeah, well, the guy.
Oh, okay, the guy. Alright. So when you mention the name Illith, you hear,
Yeah.
and what business do you have of Illith?
Important business. Private. So say my name, Duron Lee. He will know.
Alright. Wait out there for a minute, please.
Hmm.
You hear some sort of shuffling. After a moment, You hear footsteps climb down the stairs that you don't know is there actually. And
Guys,
the
I hear
door-
stairs.
the door creaks open just a tad bit, and as it does, you see a familiar face, definitely, of one of the reagents that came, Illich.
Yeah.
His soft features, his kind eyes, his crystal steel-colored irises poke out. His vibrant head wrap kind of still on his head. Ah, so you came.
Yes.
Hello, Duron.
Hello. As we agreed, I would come once my job was done.
Of course, but you have caught us at a what do you say?
No, I think I came at the right time.
Bad time,
No.
Duron. We are about to head back to our country, to our continent.
Yes, and I feel like this is why this I came at the right time.
He kind
I
of
know.
focuses on you. Oh, I know that you know. That I know. That you know.
Yes,
That I know.
that we know that.
That you know.
Yes.
I know, you know, I'm
We're
not
not
down.
telling the truth. I know, you know. But I have a lot of proof. Yeah.
What do you
So-
want?
I feel like we should go in and talk for the importance of, you know.
I feel like it's okay if we talk like this. You know, Duron. He opens a door crack. Puts a hand on your shoulder. If you allow him.
Sure, he's not being aggressive.
You know, Duron. Sometimes it's easier to let go.
Yes, but if also you recall, I specifically asked if she wanted to come, and she very much told you to fuck off. Her words, not mine.
She is confused.
Yes.
You can't
enough.
blame something that doesn't know what it is. Well, yet. But I guarantee you, Duron. Look. Once she does remember, and she will, and we will help her to. She will not want to be here with you. She belongs back to where her home is.
Here's the thing, you're saying belong, and I mean, she's been a friend for quite a few years now, and she doesn't seem confused. And do you really want to risk? I remember I rolled a pretty good like check about these spirits. So, do you really want to chance her going in rage and maybe being corrupted over the abduction and removal of her against her will? That doesn't sound very smart.
There are works that you have no idea. She is a Kyori spirit.
Yes.
And all Kyori spirits belong with their people. She is very important to us. And yes, something has happened where she has lost her memory. Granted that you have been her friend for what? How many years you could say?
3?
3? It's
3,
longer
4?
than 3. What?
5,
How
yeah,
old is
right, so
Duron?
he's 19. Alright, so it's like 9. 9 years?
9 years. Oh. She is an ancient spirit from the realm of dreams. Over millennia years old. Thousands and thousands, if not tens of thousands years old. When she awakens, and she will, you're nothing but a speck of dust. She will leave you then or here or now, whenever. But he looks at you more serious. if she was to awaken and be confused, well, that rage that you're talking about, it may manifest. I am merely trying to protect you and your future.
But you're
She
not.
is-
You're trying to force your own ideas upon someone who didn't want this. And to what I know, which I am a quite a well-read man, this does mean that it will greatly increase the chances of her loathing your people and then corrupting her, which I feel like is something that you would not want.
Do you presume to know more about our doings as Kalashtas
I would
than
assume that I'm well-read.
my own? Roll a history check.
Yeah.
I don't know if you're like just making it up or if it's something that Duron actually believes.
He believes in halfway bullshitting. I mean, he just, he
Yeah.
doesn't want to solve this before, so he's trying to be like, yeah, this is gonna be bad for you.
Roll a deception check while you're at it.
Sure, I'd love to fail.
Rolling the dice. My roll 20 is stuck for some reason.
So was mine.
God damn.
Oh,
it's old.
18.
It looks at you.
Hey,
Oh wait, hold on.
18's decent. Hey.
Oh yeah, you're right. He
He has a
looks at
plus
you
9.
and says, I truly believe you have... What was her name? Gabriella? I truly believe you have her best wishes at heart. I really do. I think you're a great person, Duron. But you do not know enough to judge this. I'm sorry. You should leave. If it is a reward that you're looking for, I can give you what you want. What is it?
I don't care for Roar. I care for getting her back, her balanced being. And I... He, takes a second to,
I know
compose
you
himself.
humans love gold.
Well, yes, we love it as much as everybody.
Let me pay and compensate you for your,
No, it's fine. You really don't, because I just want to do this right. I mean, you know who
You're right.
part I'm off, and I just don't want to start anything unnecessary. That's why we wanted to walk over here and talk.
I'm so grateful for that. We want peace, of course. We are, of course, as we discussed, on the same side there. It would be quite foolish for us to scrap it when there are so much greater workings happening. By the way, how did it go with that cult that you mentioned?
Oh, they're very much death.
It is great. I'm so glad to hear.
Mm-hmm.
So, again, Duron, I appreciate you coming all the way here. It really does warm my heart to see such undying loyalty. But I'm afraid you're not going to find what you want here.
Unfortunately, he believes him. I mean, I assume right. I mean, he doesn't seem to be bullshitting.
Can I see
in a
if
way?
I think he's lying?
Sure,
I mean,
roll
all the-
insight.
I rolled an 11, so that's why I think I actually believes him.
18.
15,
The man,
18.
the man is Corval. You can tell, like, he's good with his words. And there's a possibility that, like, what he's saying, it's,
But I know that
Quite
that she was on there, so I'm gonna straight up not believe him. So
then why'd you roll the insight?
because I wanted to.
It's more like I believe
Now,
him, but
what do I know?
not.
I believe him, but I want to confirm my suspicions if I can.
Yeah, like he's good with his words. He seems like he knows what he's talking about, as you have no idea what they're talking about. You're not even sure what Gabriella Nisa is, or Curie Spirit,
Yeah.
what they are.
All I know is that it's what we're here for.
Mm-hmm.
Might just presume he's a person. Like, bring back my friend.
Yeah, you might even think like you're rescuing a person,
Did they
but
kidnap
I don't
someone?
think anybody actually kind of explained this to you. So, yeah.
No, he was gonna like you're going to meet her, and then like he picked out a tiny 8-ball skull and like she's not here. I would imagine though on the road he would have told her.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Okay.
Like, yeah.
So, he's looking at you. You know, I'm gonna move it back to this map.
I just want to look at that
I
beautiful
feel
face.
like, yeah.
I want to look at that handsome man.
I feel like some Corval's about to pop shit off for some reason. Yeah,
So-
he's peeking out through the doorway. Like, what's up? Duron, how much do you want? We are ambassadors, so we don't have.
Does he like put
Unlimited
his hand
funds.
in his pocket where his purse would be or anything? And can I see anything through the door? Can I see like I can see in the picture him through the crack?
He's deliberately trying to hide what's behind the door from you guys.
But can I see him?
But you can definitely see him.
And does he put a hand where like on his coin purse or anything? Like is it in a pocket, hanging loose?
No, so Duran's in front of him at the moment. His
No.
shoulder kind of on Duran. You're kind of off to the side a little bit. And when he talks about money, he doesn't reach for his purse or anything like that. He just sighs in regret that he can't offer more. And he looks at you, Duran, and says, "I offer my deepest condolences, Duran. I really
know-
am sorry. I myself know the feeling of losing a friend."
You see, my biggest problem here is that I believe you. And I wish I didn't, because then that would make you guys the bad guys, and then I could just go in, causing problems, but I unfortunately believe you. So this kind of changes my whole plan.
What's her name again?
Gabriella.
I'm gonna sort of just like shove her into the side and be like, I have no clue what the fuck is going on, but Gabriella is Duran's friend, and it seems to me like you straight up stole her. So, is there a justified reason that you're keeping his friend from him? Because technically this is kidnapping, and I will take things into my own hands if I have to.
You are beautiful, I see. Very full of fire. What is your name? I am Ilith.
My name doesn't matter. All I'm asking is that you answer my questions. What is your reason for not giving her back?
I believe there is an idiom in your culture: finders, keepers, losers, weepers. But the fact is, this Gabriella is not her name. She is not what you think she is. It's almost as if you grew up your whole life with your family, and then you've lost your memory, and some other strangers have taken you and called you their family for a fraction of the time. Now, will your old family just let you live your life, not remembering anything, alone in a strange world? Or would you want your old family to come and rescue you, to bring you back to where you belong?
A family should care about their happiness.
Yes. You're right. He looks at you sadly. You're right.
I don't really want anything for her. Just want her to, well, I won't want her back, but I mean, he makes decent points, and I unfortunately, like I said, believe you, so. Yeah.
He looks like he's on the verge of tears. He's like, oh, Duron, it's so sad.
I guess I'm gonna have to storm a ship another day.
I just sort of get put on my fuck this shit face, turn to Duron and be like, we came here for your friend. Are you really going to leave without her? Are you really going to let this pompous asshole have her? You realize he's full of shit, right?
I unfortunately believe him. And, I mean, the whole people is about protecting the spirits. It would be selfish for me to take her back. If that is what's best for her.
How do you know that he actually is caring about what's best for her?
I mean, as I look at him, I of course can't be 100% certain, but I am. I mean, I believe him, and the Kalatars is, well, the Kurari spirits are very important to the Kalatars.
Ebers is just gonna bite at his hip or ass or whatever he can bite from the pocket.
I'll take the rather not throw it.
Squee!
Wait, do you actually do that?
Yeah.
To bite or to throw?
Well, if he bites me, I throw him.
Alright.
Also, the whole assaulting Pelan is...
It's back on your court.
Yeah. I mean, the thing
Did
is
you fight
that...
him, or...?
Did you bite
Honestly, saying like, oh yes, they are gonna take care of her and blah blah blah, no, that bullshit. I just bite them.
Oh, okay.
Right. I throw him.
Alright. He takes you out of the pocket, Ebrius, and he just chucks you.
Squee!
How much does what's the rat's HP look like?
I would say like 1.
It doesn't
Probably
look like
just
anything,
one.
I tell you that.
I have a
one
rat right
hit
here.
point.
1 hit point? Alright, well, in which direction do you throw him?
Like, I would throw him like away from like people. I don't want to like have an Eberron appear beneath like a random lady walking by. Aha!
Okay.
Throw him down the stairs.
Yeah, so
I'm
as
just,
he
like,
does
over
that, Ebrius, you tumble on the ground, squeak, squeak, and then turn into a real person. Turn into Ebrius once again.
A real person? You changed from a real person to Eberron?
Hey.
Yeah, I'm not saying that, Cal is.
Alright, keep going.
What the
Yeah.
hell are you doing, Duron? We came here for a fucking reason.
Yeah. But I've also, like I said, I unfortunately believe him and changed my
I don't
mind.
care what the hell you believe. We came here to save your friend, and you're just gonna ban her because you believe this asshat?
Well, I mean, it would be selfish for me to take her back if that hurt her, right? You know?
How do you know it's gonna hurt her? Before you asked her, what does she want? What did she want?
Oh, she would want to stay with me. But
But what?
she makes valid points. It would be selfish, and it could hurt her. If she's, the whole plan was me taking a small break and then coming with them, like here to the embassy to, you know, see if I could heal her. But since that, you know, apparently I have to take her back to the homeland, I'm not gonna travel to a different continent to help her. My duties wouldn't allow it.
So before they said that they just had to have you there to heal her, and now they're saying that they have to take her
Well,
to
they
another
didn't say
continent to heal
they
her.
didn't say they needed me to heal her. They said they could, and I said I would come over to the embassy to help them look into this matter.
Just imagine what Illa
So
was
what you're
thinking
saying
after
is-
you chucked a rat out of his pocket. And then turned into a demon guy.
Well, he can't see it.
Stupid.
He's under. The door's cracked, so he did not see any of that.
Ah! Suddenly, that's actually a shame.
So what you're saying is you give very low shits about what happens to her.
No, I would say I give more shits about her than my own selfish need for having her friend. Whatever.
Yeah, but not
That's-
enough to like go with her to this different continent to make her sure.
I
she's
don't
fine.
think my ring would allow me.
What the hell are you talking about? You don't know what the fuck the ring there was to do.
Yeah.
Well, yeah, I know, but I mean, he knows, like, kind of bound to the Dark Lessons, and he just assumes that, they can't be like, guys, I quit.
You die if you quit.
Well, that's what he assumes. They are a bit cultish.
Even if you don't quit, you die.
True, we all die.
Oh, well.
Yeah, he cares a lot. We can't connect to talent. His connection is broken. I thought about that.
Alright, so
No,
that's
but-
just it. I'm gonna leave her and we're gonna leave.
I won't want to leave her, but if that's what's best for her, that would be selfish everything else.
I just sort of look at Duron very disappointed, like, are you under some sort of spell or something? Like, what even is this? Why the complete change of goals? We just came back to this fucking place. You get this person, and now you don't want to.
All in a look.
Yeah.
Corval, what's wrong with your face? Are you having a seizure?
There's like 28 different muscles. Someone get a doctor! She needs a medic.
Stop deflecting. Just
No, I mean, like I said, I would want to save her and help her, but if this is what needs to help her, then I'm not gonna.
You seriously believe this fool?
I do. If Eberron can recall the first time, then wait. Or was that on the way back? Actually, you wonder again, alright? Yeah. Yeah, I believe them. I did want to, but I do. Don't trust me, guys. I don't want this to be the conclusion, but I feel like if that's what's better for her, then I shouldn't just my own selfish needs.
And what, you don't get to even see her? See what she actually really wants at this moment?
Sure. I'll look at him. A goodbye.
his eyes kind of gloss with pain as he kind of rears his neck back a little bit. The jovial nature that you generally, the first time you saw Illith, has completely evaporated. Duron. I don't think that's a good idea.
Okay. I am willing to let her come with you guys because if that's what's better for her, but I feel like at least you can give me a goodbye with her.
Wait one moment. And he closes the door again.
As the ship flies off.
I was really tempted.
I'm going to listen at the door and see if I hear anything. I'm going... Cal, do I hear anything when listening at the door?
Yeah. So
Footsteps.
you hear footsteps. Something climbing up the stairs.
After
You hear
that, do I hear anything?
you hear movement, but roll a perception check.
11.
You hear movement within the first floor as well. So you make out steps or footsteps leading possibly away, probably upstairs, but there's still constant moving inside. Do you do anything?
I'm gonna pick the lock.
I'm like, well, don't.
I just once again, I sort of like glare at Duron. This point, just sort of done with his bullshit. I'm picking lock.
Duron looks. I mean, just to like Duron does actually look, like very sad at this moment. Like this is clearly not something he wants to do.
All right. If no one's going to stop her, Corval, you begin to pick the lock. Go ahead and roll your sleight of hand with your. Do you have a thieves?
I have thieves.
Thieves tools. All right.
31. Yeah. I pick this lock. Do I get a good luck card for that?
Yeah. Yeah, sure.
The DC is actually 32.
Get a reset. Come on.
Did you get your good luck card?
Yes, I got it.
It's a reset! No.
I wish.
Yeah. That would be the bestest of cards.
Alright, so when the door does, you hear it like very quickly, like, and the lock is open.
I'm going to quietly open the door and look inside.
Roll stealth check. Oh man, I was gonna use a card too. No need. You open the door, and the door like just swings open as a gust of air blows past. There's something keeping this room very like isolated, and you didn't really notice, but Illith was not really cracking the door so that you guys can see inside. It was that he was physically putting pressure on the door to make it remain partially open. But as soon as you turn the doorknob, the door slams inside and reveals the inside of this room. And Corval, you see two Kalistars, kind of. You see them, there's like all sorts of assortments of items, and you see them putting them in bags. And both of them kind of alert, looks over. One of them, what is it? Why have you so... Illith isn't here. These are two random looking Kalistars.
I'm so sorry about that. I thought I had a better grip on the door handle. Illith said that we were to come up because my friend Duron here needs to say goodbye to one of his friends.
Illith has said not such thing. We were in the room when you were speaking.
Parlay?
Let me rephrase that then. Duron's going up to say goodbye to his friend. And I sort of like grab Duron and start dragging him inside.
The Kalistars begin to move towards you. I'm sorry, but we cannot let you inside. It's very sensitive in here. And they begin to like kind of, there's no like outward hostility. There's just concern in their eyes. I'm afraid you must wait for Illith to come. He will guide you if you are able to see your friend.
Well, I don't trust him, so we'll be going now.
Cora, I do think he's being honest.
And I don't.
And I appreciate his thoughts and your stubbornness on this matter. But I just don't want this to turn bad.
So him kidnapping your friend hasn't already gone bad, really?
No, it was, and that's why we came in here ready to, murder all the people way up and steal an airship. But I believe him.
Dallas in the room. What?
Yeah, no, he say this, like,
What did he say?
Yeah, no, I mean, he say this like he's not like whispering this, like this is like normal voice, but but the first time I talked to him, I believed his concern, was being honest, and yes, despite what they did was wrong. Oh my god, the whole thing is warping. Despite
The whole
what they did
building's
was
a
wrong,
mimic.
and I would wish that it hadn't turned out like this. Had I come here and they would have explained it, it would probably have turned out the same. Which is why I'm happy that you guys insisted on me saying goodbye to her a final time. But I just also want what's best for her, If she is, in a damaged state, I would not want my friend to turn insane. That would be putting my own selfish needs above the better of her. And once I believe and understand this point, it would be selfish for me to, take her back. I mean, who knows how long she would have left. If it's a day, a year, 20 years, that would be fine. But if it's just a day, that's a week, a month. You wouldn't want that on a friend. Put your own selfish needs in front of what's the better for theirs.
I just sort of don't say anything, turn around and walk out, just start walking away.
Take an opportunity.
As that happens, Illith walks down the stairs. I see you have invited yourself inside.
Yes, I was certain we were gonna come in.
The door is kind of fucked up a little bit. He walks on. Duron puts a hand on your shoulder. I like you. So, I've talked to Jeditash, and she said, of course I knew what she was going to say,
Yes.
but I also feel for you. So please, only yourself
Sure.
may come up and talk to Gabriella.
I'm not to Ibris, like. And I go in.
Yeah, I'll wait for you. We make up enter, I guess.
And you walk upstairs. There is 1, 2, and on the 3rd floor, there's about 4 stories, and eventually you come up to this room here.
I'm free.
I just have to reveal it for you. Give me 1 second.
Yes.
Roll 20, be slow. Okay.
Mm-hmm.
You
So you're showing me
enter
dark.
the room, and finally you see in this right here, let me draw something, where the where these green dots are right here, there is a drawbridge that leads out to the airship. Jeditash Illith kinda walks here. We will bring out the spirit. Please. Wait here. He walks.
So
and
is this like up? So like I would is this like at the top of the building?
Yeah, the top.
Okay.
There is a roof, so you're not like in outside. Like there's still a roof above this,
There's like
but there are doorways that lead outside. There's no doors.
how high is this up?
It's about 40 feet off of the ground.
Okay.
During as you wait, you hear yes, but for a second, yes. Of course. Roll d20, Duron.
Eight.
Jadatash walks behind Illith. And the two... She kind of stands at the door. And Illith kind of stands to the side. He beckons you forward.
Oh, well.
No, I don't have... I
Oh.
don't. It's Jadatash has it. And you see, she has like this covered, wrapped blanket almost. It's like a wrapped towel. Very fine silk with these very strange alien patterns over it. And she slowly begins to unravel it. And as she does, you see like a translucent purple crystal held in her hand. She's not directly touching the crystal. The wrap is around her hand, of course, as well. And she looks at you and says, "It must be brief. Do you understand me?
Yes.
Are we clear?"
Mm-hmm.
Illith walks over and nods at you.
Okay. I touch it.
And as you do, your consciousness is absorbed into this crystal, and for a moment you're floating in air. And you see her. Have you ever seen Gabriella's like features described?
No, I haven't.
You haven't, right?
It was always a sentinel voice in a object.
You see a woman with silver hair, kind eyes, I actually have the picture right here. Give me 1 second. And her eyes lift up to yours, Duron. She smiles. Duron, you came for me.
Of
I
course
knew
it did.
you would. Finally,
So,
we can get out of here. Where are your other friends?
oh, my other friends, they're not here right now.
Oh, so it's just you and me? You
It
know
is.
I like that.
Yes. Am I able to also see like the prime material plane if I focus there? You know, like, or am I just like on a different plane mentally?
Right now at the moment you are.
Oh yeah. Well, yes, I have.
Unless you would like to make a wisdom check and like bring yourself out of this, but then you would have to
Yeah.
like do the same thing, go back in.
Oh, okay. Like, so. I'm gonna ask you this question like I asked you before. Do you want to come with them or come with me?
No, of course I want to go with you. That's ridiculous.
Great. Well, okay. Can the other hear you?
She looks at you, shrugs. I don't know.
Great. Well,
They keep
Time to
calling
do-
me this spirit type. I'm so confused. What am
It's
I?
fine. Well, I mean, you're special and a spirit.
What?
It's fine. We're gonna work that out. Yeah. So it was wonderful to see you. And now, if you excuse me, I have to do something stupid. I would like to just go back to the prime material plane.
Roll a wisdom check.
Not save.
No, well, you're actively trying to get out of this, right?
Yeah.
Oh yeah, roll a wisdom check.
Okay. 17.
You focus, and let me just double check something. What is... Okay. Ugh. Alright. Your consciousness comes back and you're standing there. Not Jadatash is standing in front of you, holding the crystal, studying you. Illith
Can I?
next to you, hand on your shoulder, kind of just head bowed in silence.
Insight check. Do I believe them that this is the object? I believe them. Fuck it. Never mind. That this is the object that she's actually in, or is this an illusion? But I believe them. Doesn't matter. Fuck me sideways. Okay. I would like to, like, try to take a step back. Like as I'm kind of in a trance, and like as I'm just about to wake up from a trance, but kind of, like dazed.
Okay.
Performance check.
Yeah, I mean,
Oh, you're actually going to... Okay, yeah, take a step back. That's like, that's more than a step back, but, yeah, you're actually moving backwards. Yeah, roll a performance check, or deception check. It's up to you.
it have no importance. You know what? Fuck it. We use a luck point.
How many luck do you have a day? 3?
That's the last one. I have 3.
Okay.
Yay!
Staggering.
My luck is amazing.
As you come out of consciousness, you feel Illith's hand kind of tighten its grip on your shoulder.
Okay. Yeah. Well,
You try to take a step back, and Illith says, I know it's hard, Duron, but you must believe that this is the right thing to do. Have you made your peace?
I have.
Feel your love from here.
Okay. Yes, I have. And I would like to do an action, so we should probably roll for initiative, because I'd like to cast invisibility.
Okay. I will let you take this surprise round. Go ahead.
Okay.
But as soon as you cast invisibility, it's now initiative.
Yeah, no, yeah. I mean, as I have her in my hand.
Well, no.
Well, I was touching it, right?
Yeah, you were touching it. You tried to take a step back. He kind of said, like you weren't able to take that step back, but sure. What do you do?
Yeah, great. As I'm holding, Gabriella's crystal.
You're not holding it again. She would never let you actually hold it.
Oh,
but-
well.
Yeah.
Great. I fuck it. I try to.
Whoa.
Try to put the crystal in my hand.
Wait. Are you casting invisibility, or are you trying to put the crystal in your hand first? You have
Well,
one
first
surprise round.
Yeah, no, that's why. Yeah, that's why. Like, I changed mine to I'm gonna first take the crystal in my hand.
Are you gonna try to steal the crystal from her? Alright, that's a contested
gonna-
dex check.
Yeah.
Or strength check, whichever you would like.
It's gonna be a dex check.
Okay.
What if she's not expecting it? She's maybe not expecting
She's totally
it.
expecting it.
Mhm.
I'm not even gonna argue that.
I mean, they're not
she's not
expecting him to
expecting it.
like cast spells, but she's ready to.
Yeah.
That's why she's holding the thing. If
Yeah,
he was
no,
like,
that-
I want
yeah,
to cast
that's-
invisibility, fine. he can do that before they react, but
Yeah, no, yeah, I don't
he's
think.
trying to snatch the shit from their hand.
Yeah.
What the fuck is wrong with these fucking rules?
It's because you got all these. Oh well, that's a bad roll too, but that's a +3 as well, so that's 7.
Yeah, mine is a natural 1.
You reach for it, and Jada Tash kind of she brings it into yourself, and the crystal, like, she tries to rear the crystal in. The crystal's about the size of like a hand, like a person's hand, maybe a little bit smaller. It's like almost an egg shaped as well, but jagged edges as it's a crystal. She tries to bring the crystal into her chest to protect it, but then she remembers like she can't come into contact with this crystal, and so she tries to like stop and begins to juggle the crystal. You can roll another dex check. She's gonna have to roll a dex check to try to keep. Oh well, actually, she's going to roll the dex check first. Unfortunately, she catches herself, wraps, and begins to try to wrap the crystal with the towel. Now, I guess we're going to roll initiative now.
Yeah, we are.
All right. Jada Tash has a 15. Illith has a 12.
Okay, I have a 22. 23.
You have first go. What do you do?
Oh, wait. Yeah, I try to grab the crystal.
All right. Try to grab the crystal from her hand once again.
Yeah, you know.
Roll a dex check.
Mm.
Oh my! Oh no, never mind.
Don't worry, I can roll a 1. Don't.
Now I'm going to say, what did you get? Ah,
17.
damn! None of your bad luck cards actually do anything, huh? Good stuff.
Give me my 1d4. That's the closest.
It's not gonna matter. All right.
Oh no, that's.
Duron, you reach out and your hands wrap around the now wrapped crystal.
Yeah.
And you you have a good grasp on the crystal.
Oh.
Her hands kind of fumble. Roll a strength check. She's not even gonna roll. Yeah. And you bring Gabriella needs the crystal, which you believe she's inside, to you. And now you have it in your hand.
Yeah.
You're going to hear Illith. You're going to hear Jada Tash. No! Illith quickly says, Duron, don't do this.
I guess he's holding her like close to the chest. Like, see, now we can talk honestly. She really doesn't want to go, and I feel like it would be selfish if I just ignored her plea for the second time. We had an agreement. I would come here once, the job was done, and then you broke that promise. How can I trust you on any matter? I want what's best for her.
You still have your movement and your bonus action. What do you do?
Yeah, this is open, right? Like,
Where?
over.
The actual doorway? Yeah, sure.
Yeah. Oh, and it just leads outside?
Yep.
Far moving is that? Time to do something stupid.
Yes, stupid.
Okay. Yeah, back out.
Okay.
Get yourself killed. Splatter on the ground. Feel my pain.
So as you begin to move away, they both get an attack of opportunity on you.
Yeah.
Wait, do they? They haven't went in the round, so I think they're still not like. Or is that a different
No,
edition?
he took a surprise round, then he picked his
Yeah.
own initiative.
Yeah.
So
This
he
is
went
this is the.
two
They're not
turns
surprised.
over. So they both get their attacks. So I'll roll them.
Just assume they hit.
You watch as two, like a purple blade materializes from Ilif's like hand, and as well as Jada Tash. Both of them just kind of, you hear like a as the blade just materializes, and they both are going to strike at you as you try to run. Ilif kind of looking pained, like, no, Duron! Jada Tash just looking intent on killing you at this point. Jesus, they are...
They're gonna hit. My AC is 12.
Oh, fuck, man.
I mean, does it take a bonus action to bring out those blades or something? Because they only have a reaction.
Yeah. No, it's...
Or are they like
it's
arcane
instant.
Eldritch Knights? That
They just have the weapons at hand, unfortunately.
It's still on disadvantage.
19. Why is it disadvantage?
Isn't he?
No, I'm not invisible yet. I can only grab. I need to hold the crystal while I go invisible, because then else it would just be an invisible guy running with a crystal, and that's pretty easy to track down.
That's a 19
both
and
a
15.
hit. Both a hit. Both a hit. I mean, yeah. I have
There's no visible wound when they stab into you, Duron. It's almost as the blade disappears into you, but there's a bursting pain from your skull. It almost sounds as if it is about to explode with this sonic, invisible mosquito sound that just kind of rings in your head. It's 8d4 plus 3 piercing damage. So this is the first dagger.
Yeah.
And this is the second dagger.
Well, that's a lot of damage now, isn't it?
Yep. What's your max HP here?
67.
Okay. You're definitely taking a wound card.
What? Why? It's none of them are even equal to 1/3 my HP.
Yeah, I know. But if you drop, you're definitely taking a wound card.
Oh, sure. I was saying, because none of them are even equal to half my HP. Yeah, sure. Yeah.
All right, and these two blades pierce into you, but through the pain, you begin to run.
40 feet up. We're going, guys. We're doing it live.
And it's funny because Coravel was actually walking in that direction too.
Catch me!
From where the map was, actually. That's hilarious. As
Catch me,
Coravel, as you're just standing at the market stands.
Yeah, no, I'm in a bad mood. I was walking off far this way. I'm on the map by now.
Oh, okay.
Yeah, I just noped out of there. Fuck this shit, I'm out.
And Duron, you leap off the edge.
Yeah.
Clutching Gabrielle in your arms.
Yeah.
That's what's the damage here? 46?
46. Yeah. But Dante, you said you had the object of less falling. I had that.
No, Dante has that.
Oh, yeah?
Yeah.
Mhm.
I thought it was Klein who did it, but they gave it up. Well, yeah, sure.
I have it it's one of my older items.
Yeah, well,
Okay, so you take 46 points of damage.
yeah.
And you are knocked prone.
Do I hear this?
Roll a perception check. Stern is now.
25.
Yeah. Roll initiative.
Bum, bum, bum,
Oh,
bum.
well,
Pretty.
Alright. They're both gonna go before you, and you're going to be able to go. But Jada Tash. That ends your turn, right, Duron?
yeah, I'm done.
Yeah. Jada Tash runs over to you. Fool! You idiot! and she screams out. Ah, goddamn! I don't want to do this.
What happens, happens.
All right, roll a wisdom saving throw.
Sure.
As she puts her fingers to her temples, and she begins to concentrate.
Yeah. Wisdom saving throw.
Oh,
Actually, I used a card. I have a. No, you can't do unless for
you
one.
can't. You have. Oh, well, no, well, technically this is a save, so you can.
Okay, sure. I succeed on the saving throw.
But okay. You take half this damage.
55.
How'd you know?
Wait, really? Damn.
Well,
I'm down.
Ah.
As your mind is pierced and your mind breaks and just darkness.
Give me an injured card.
Question: does this make a sound as she does this?
You hear Duron scream.
Is it loud enough that I hear it?
I'm pretty sure it would be.
Imagine
I'm gonna unnope out of there and start heading back.
Give me an injured card. Oh, there it is. I'm gonna pull one.
Yep. Roll your roll a d20. Oh, roll a strength save. Let's see what happens to the crystal. If you're still clutching it, or if it drops out of your hand.
No, I'm gonna throw out the first one because. I'm gonna throw out the second one. This is not what happens. I haven't read them yet, so. Strength check, you said?
Strength save.
Oh, it's a save.
Yeah.
Strength
Where's the
save.
second? Where's the first injury card? Where's the injury cards at?
That's because I pulled two when it was only one. So I kept the first one. I don't know what they did. I didn't read them yet.
Okay. Just draw another one then.
Sure. Oh, you gave me one? Is that why?
Yeah. Just draw.
Oh,
one.
okay. Oh, because I didn't
It
even.
didn't show us. Where is it?
I pulled it out. So
Oh,
you can see it.
I don't see it. Oh, I see it now, I guess.
funny.
I actually don't see any of these. It's crazy. How come I don't see that?
It's
shit?
-2 to all intellect checks.
Alright.
I put it back in my card hand so you could maybe see it there.
That's weird. Oh yeah, I do see it there, but I don't see it outside. Okay. So which one did you use here?
I used the one that looks like 3 eyes because I would
yeah.
imagine that's
Sleep
damage.
it down. Yep. Okay. Alright, good job. Now the strength check, the strength save. Okay. So
5.
the crystals just kind of tink, 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 rolls out. The wrapping is still clutched tight in your hand, but the purple crystal itself clatters to the ground. Yeah, I mean, if you're a wizard, you shouldn't be going alone. Anyway, Abris, it's your turn. What do you do?
Alright,
Just saying, I'm gonna die again. I'm gonna have to make a new character already.
Well, I mean,
Alright, so I
it is
heard
what it
like
is.
shit go down like on the other side of the building, right?
You heard Duron scream in pain.
You also did roll very well, so you probably, heard. And
Yeah.
then, first,
And then, ah!
yeah, so I was like,
Hey, Cal, how far away am I?
I'd say about. You walked off pretty decently, so in a way. So you can roll your initiative. Go ahead and roll your initiative, and you will be able to get there in a turn with your movement speed, most likely.
Alright, so the question with a 25 perception, could I tell like the noises are coming like from outside the building or?
You hear ah, and then
Alright, that's yeah.
you idiot, and then ah, even more outside.
Okay, so that's 40 feet. I'm gonna move there. I see Duron lying on the ground. See the crystal.
Wait, where are you? I don't actually see it moving. Jeez. Oh, there it is. Okay.
God damn it, all the potions.
You might even see the woman too, kind of hanging off the ledge. Her fingers, her fingers pointing towards Duron, its unconscious body. What do you do?
Alright, unsheathe my swords, bonus action, right of the dawn on the sword of wounding. And then dash action, I'm gonna stand over Duron.
Okay.
Stab him twice.
And stab him twice. Nah, I'm kidding. And that's it.
Okay. Jada Tash kind of yells out, "And who are you, idiot?"
I'm this idiot's friend.
Your worst nightmare.
Demon!
That was my demon friend inside. I didn't mean that.
Illith walks over.
Wait,
He runs
question.
over.
Do I see the crystal on the ground?
Roll investigation.
Alright. Investigation. 16.
Yeah, you do. It's about maybe a foot away, foot and a half away from Duron's. His hand's outstretched for this crystal.
Alright, so can I get up to it and just like pick it up and like threaten to like destroy it?
You would have to move over there. Yeah.
Yeah, so I'll pick it up and like I'm gonna looks like I'm gonna smash on the ground or something, like
Do you
come any
pick it up?
closer and the crystal gets it.
Once you pick it up, roll a wisdom save.
Shit. Alright.
Don't roll a natural one.
15.
All right. You're inside this place. In the ethereal plane, you're just standing there holding this crystal. But your consciousness has been sucked in to this crystal. And you see Gabriella Nisa in her form. A almost slender looking elf. Beautiful. Silver hair flowing down her. Oh, it's you. Where's Duron? He said he would be right back. That he was going to take me with him.
Now we're trying to rescue now. How do I get out of here?
She looks at you. I don't know.
Shit.
And that ends your turn.
Yeah.
It's now Illith's turn. He's going to step off. Well, no, he actually used his movement speed to get here. And he's going to kind of just step off the balcony and gently float to the ground. And that ends his turn. We're at the top of the initiative now.
Death saving throw.
Nat 20. If you're gonna roll a nat 20, it's right now, Mikko.
So, am I close enough to see any of this?
Okay, it's a success.
No. But you heard it. Wait, why did you roll twice?
Because I have the mark of death.
Oh, nice.
I know.
Yeah. Duron don't die. He's already dead.
He hardly died.
It's because he's already dead. Alright. That's one success. Coravel, you hear Duron's cry of pain, then a sickening thud, and then another cry of pain, and then silence. I would say you're about 70 to 80 feet away from Duron.
Alright. So I am, of course, going to use my movement speed to move 30, and then I'm going to use my bonus action to dash another 30, which puts 10 feet away.
Oh, I thought your movement speed was about 40. My bad.
No, it's 30.
Oh.
I am just a lowly elf.
Okay. And the scene before you, Corval, as you run over, is one of the guy that you don't like. Obviously, is on the ground next to Ebrius, who's just standing there. Duron pretty hurt on the ground. You see blood coming down of Duron's ears, both ears, his eyes, and his nose, and a corner of his mouth. Just blood from every orifice from his head, from his face. You see the woman standing on the tower, up at the tower, glaring down. You have a bonus action.
I have my
Oh,
action.
wait, you have your
I
action,
use my
sorry.
bonus action to dash.
Yeah.
Does it take an action to pull out my longbow?
No?
Actually, no. I'm like 10 feet away. Yeah, I'm gonna grab my longbow and shoot the bitch up top.
Okay. Roll an attack.
11.
The arrow flies out and breaks against the stone really close to her head. Well, actually, it doesn't break. It goes and flies inside the tower and disappears.
Ow!
The woman looks up at you. And you are an idiot as well. Jadatash, it's now Jadatash's turn, but Illith holds his hand out. No deaths need to come here. And he looks over to you, Corval, as Ibris is now stunned. Looks over at Ibris, waves his hand. Waves his hand in front of Ibris's face. And looks over at you, Corval. Look, your friends need your help more than you can really do by attacking us. We really don't mean any harm. Please, let us take our crystal. Let us take our spirit. And we can end this right now. Do not
I'm just
make...
gonna go.
Go ahead.
Good. No, you go ahead.
Do not make us shed more blood today. Please.
Fuck. Cal.
I just sort of glare and put my bow back on, attach it back to my backpack. Putting the arrow I had notched back into the sheath. Quiver.
Cal,
Okay.
question. My consciousness is in the crystal, right?
Yeah.
Where is Ramathine's consciousness right now?
Ramathine's consciousness only comes out when you die. Or when you unleash it, or when you set him free.
Alright.
Like Dante
good.
wants, like, let Jesus
No,
take
no,
it.
no, no. I was actually
I get what
scared.
you're going for, but he can't just come out on his own. You either have to die, where your consciousness is like pretty much negated, and he can take over your body, which might be better or worse. For your friends, you guys really don't want Ibris to die. Or you
Talk for yourself.
give him control.
Alright. That's good. I was actually scared.
So, you put your bow back, Corval. And Jadatash also steps off the edge. It's her turn now. Flits down to Duron. Bends to take the wrappings from his arm. He's clutching. Roll a strength check, Duron.
I would imagine I have disadvantage considering I'm bleeding
No,
out.
just regular.
Oh,
Yeah, you're not alive. Like, you're unconscious. I just wanted to see.
Ah.
Yeah.
Bitch. It's
She
money.
tries.
It's money.
She tries to take the
Leave
wrapping.
me the wrappings.
She tries to take it, and you can hear like almost a faint sound of ripping, and she's just like, ah, let's go. Like, looks down at you, shakes her head, walks over to you, Ebrius, and using her clothes, her cloak that she's wearing over her body as a wrapping, she gently puts it over your hand and takes the crystal from your hand. As soon as she does, your eyes come back, and you are now standing there. Jada Tash's face close to yours, and you see the wrapping in her arm. And she, for a second, she looks at you. You look at her, and she raises her fingers to her temple, and you hear Illith shout out, "No! They understand now. No more blood, Jada Tash. Right?" And he looks over at you, Ebrius. "Your friend needs your help more." And Jada Tash will ready her action. It's now your turn, Ebrius.
Kill them all! Blood for the blood god!
And what about Gabriella? I spoke to her. She wants to be back with Duron.
She does not know what she wants.
And why do you know for her?
Because we are family.
I'm going to, while y'all are doing this, kneel down next to Duron, ruffle through his bags until I find one of his healing potions and shove it down his throat.
Not yet. We're still
No,
in
okay.
combat because I don't know if Ebrius is gonna attack or not. We have to keep the order.
Okay.
But if he doesn't attack, then we can just say combat's done.
Eberron looks down to like the bleeding out Duron. Corval like not being like ready to fight. Damnation. He's gonna sheath his sword.
Alright, combat's now done. There's no more weapons out.
Now I'm going to shove the potion down Duron's throat.
Ha!
Alright, remove one of your normal healing potions, Duron. That's 2d4 plus 2, right? Yeah.
I don't know, it doesn't say shit.
It's normal, so it's 2d4 plus 2. I could tell by the picture. Isn't that clever?
Hmm.
It's like a plain little potion. You come awake, and as you do, Illith, he puts a hand on your shoulder, Ebrius, and says, "You have made the good decision. You should leave before any other issues happen." And he jerks his head over to Jada Tash. They're going, as you come awake, Duron, they're going to start leaving. What do you guys do?
How's Jada Tash holding the gem right now?
It's wrapped up in a cloak.
Is she holding it like in her hands?
Yeah, in her arms.
Okay.
Did she like take off her cloak and wrap it up, or is she wearing the cloak while
She's still
it's
wearing
wrapped
the
up?
cloak.
Oh, shit.
Okay, and how tall? You said this tower is what, like 40 feet?
Mm-hmm.
Okay. So, and the top of the tower is where the airship is, correct?
Not the very top, but the 4th floor, yeah.
4th floor, yeah. And that's 40 feet up, correct?
Mm-hmm.
Okay. So I'm going to look at Eberron and say, "You take care of this idiot," and then I'm going to climb the tower. And sneak onto the airship.
While they're watching?
No, I'm gonna like wait till they go around the corner, and then tell you you keep an eye on this idiot, and then I'm gonna like vault the tower and hide on the airship.
That would be a great
Eberron-
fucking picture.
Eberron gives her a nod. As he's like picking up Duron, he's gonna toggle the earring and say, "Bast, we need your help."
As you are now bringing up Duron, Duron, you come awake holding Gabriella's wrappings in your hands, and you see Ebrius as Corval has now starting to climb up the tower.
What happened?
I don't know what happened in the tower. I found you out here on the pavement bleeding out. I tried to take the crystal. Then I talked to Gabriella. Only for a short time, though. Then when I was back, they had a crystal. You were still out. Corval was not fighting. And that's pretty much it. They took the crystal.
So close, huh?
Yeah.
6 more seconds and I would have gotten away.
As you say that, Jidatash and Illith climb back up. And Corval, where are you exactly? Are you on the roof or on the
so
first
I'm on the
story?
airship. I'm on the airship.
Wait.
Yes, I climbed the building because I can climb the outside of the building faster than they can climb up those
Wait,
10
hold on.
billion stairs.
Gotcha. I get that.
And then I went and I'm
You're going to have to
sneaking
roll some
onto the
checks.
ship.
So roll
I
stealth
was
check.
prepared for that. 20.
Do you want to ask where Corval is? Because he remembered she's
Last
stuffing
time
something.
Duron saw was I was running away. Then he like somebody shoved a potion down his throat.
Yeah.
So yeah, 20.
All right. You walk up to the airship, the ramp leading in. The doors. There are no doors that lead into the airship, but you do see a slim barrier of some sort. Roll a wisdom check.
Eight.
As you put your hands to the barrier, it resists at first. Do you continue?
Mhm.
Okay, roll another wisdom check.
22.
And you enter. And as soon as you do, a piercing pain blossoms in your mind.
Okay.
That's 24 points of psychic damage. And some of the blood just kind of squirts out of you. Your ears
You
start
said 21?
24. As blood
Okay.
kind of drips down your ears a little bit, this psychic pain rings out in your skull, and it feels like like the worst headache you've ever had. But your body enters in, your bloodshot eyes opening, and you look around and nothing. You're inside the airship.
What do I see? Is there a place that I can hide that's nearby?
There are long
where I can still see the door?
corridors. The airship itself almost seems like it's more of just one long corridor that wraps in itself and around and around and around.
Mhm.
You do see large crates containing artifacts of some sort, trinkets, somewhat very akin to what Duron possessed, his brain. There's just piles and piles of these crates everywhere.
I'm going to get behind some of the crates to where I can still see the door. And also I'm going to grab a couple of the trinkets and shove them in my bag.
Okay. Roll a stealth check to hide.
20.
Eventually, while you're inside of the airship, you hear, "Look, you didn't have to use so much force. Could have killed
Wait.
Duron." From a distance, you hear footsteps leading up to the airship. They're on the drawbridge. "I did what I had to. that you're too weak to do yourself. You care too much about these people. They are good people, Jiratash.
And just double checking real fast. The cloak is no longer attached to her, it just has a gem in it, right?
No, she's wearing the cloak.
Okay. So she's wearing the cloak with the gem in part of it, and she's holding the with the gem in it then?
Yes.
Okay.
They approach the door. You hear a slight pause. But okay. We should get back soon. No harm, right? And here, as the barrier slides open, and footsteps now inside the airship. Now you hear footsteps walking down the corridor where you're hiding in. I'm just saying, Jiratash, that there could have been a better solution. They're ignorant of what we are trying to do. It is not their fault. Yes, and that is why he is still alive and not dead. Do not tempt me. Lilith, know your place. The footsteps get closer and closer to you, Corval. What do you do?
Who's where?
So
Am I on the left or the right side of the corridor?
So you're hiding amongst the crates. There's crates on either side of the corridor, so you can determine, which side you would like to be in.
I'd like to be on the side closer to the door.
Okay,
or is it the door at the end?
Yeah. So no, the door is if you imagine this great oval, the door is the southernmost part of this oval. Not where the long part, not the short curves, but the long curves. It's right there in the middle. And you're on the left side, so you're against the south wall.
Okay.
And from what you can tell, roll a perception check. If you're asking who's where.
12.
It does sound like Jiratash is walking, or someone is walking faster than the other. And judging by their voice, you might be Jiratash is in front, Lilith is behind.
Do I remember which arm Jiratash was holding the gem in?
She's holding it with both. So she has her cloak wrapped around and she's clutching it. She's always held it with two hands.
Okay.
Out of reverence and respect.
So what I'm going to do is I'm going to have my grappling hook is of course at its regular easy access the right side of my backpack, and my dagger, which is typically kept right, in a sheath on my side so that it's easy access. I'm gonna grab that, jump out from behind the crate, cut Jiratash's cloak with the gem still in it, and then grab the gem and run. Grab the gem wrapped in the cloak, because I don't trust this thing. After I saw what it did to Eberron.
Well, roll a history check. You actually weren't there when Eberron picked it up, but you did. You
saw
might
him
remember,
sitting there with a blank stare.
You
It's
might
12.
have-
I mean, he often has a blank stare. Let's just.
That is.
It
not a
doesn't
complete
really
lie.
matter at this point, anyways, because the gem is wrapped up in the cloak to begin with. A little meta, but I guess to you it might be just quicker to cut the cloak than to actually try to unwrap the gem.
Yeah.
All right. So roll a dex check. as you scramble out.
Just
Yeah.
straight dexterity.
Yeah.
16.
All right, they got a +3 as well. This is just for reaction, so they get a +3 to their dex checks. Ah, shit. As you run out, Jadatash cries out, "There's one! There's one right there!" And she covers the gem and clutches it even tighter. Illith, surprised at this, doesn't really have any room to do anything. Roll initiative.
I don't get like... Oh, perfect 25.
Alright. So Jadatash has 9. Illith has 15. You go first. And Jadatash will go second. Illith does not have a turn this round.
I forgot to click my token first.
No, it's okay. You don't need to do that.
Yeah.
What do you do?
I'm going to try and... I'm going to cut her cloak and take the gem with the cloak, wrapped in the cloak, and try to run.
This is your attack. Roll your attack with the dagger.
Okay. 19.
The cloak rips. You grab
And
the
then
gem.
I can... Yep.
Hold on. The cloak rips with your dagger. You take hold of the gem. And you try to take it out of Jadatash's clutches. If I'm assuming right? You're trying to take it out of her hands, right?
Yeah.
Roll a strength check.
God, I hate strength. 8.
You have a +1. You guys are
I
now
do or she
locked. No, she does.
Okay.
You guys are now locked together. What do you do?
Polly.
You have a bonus action and some movement left.
So, for my bonus action, can I use my bonus action to try to grab it again? Because I have both fast hands and quick fingered.
This is more for like strength, as in like you just have to yank it from her.
Yeah, I just want to try to grab it, like pull again. Like, I
Alright,
still have my...
here's how we settle all this. Roll a d20. If you roll high, I'll allow it.
Couldn't I use one of my cards on that strength check?
You could have. But roll the d20 now. No. It is now Jadatash's turn. Unless you'd like to do something else like disengage or dash. And you have some movement left.
So you said their swords just like materialized, correct?
Yeah.
Okay.
They're more like daggers than swords. I mean, they're about like maybe 12 inches in length. 12 inches in length. There's no handle either. It's just kind of like this purple blade that shoots out of their hands. Like
Okay.
like what do they call it? Zealots? The Protoss, StarCraft?
Yeah.
I have no clue. I'm trying to think of what I wanted to do. I'm gonna go ahead and I guess just take like 100 of my ball bearings and, you know, throw them in the other dude's direction to sort of try to delay him.
Did we agree that doing that was bonus action?
I have used an action.
Yeah,
with-
you
for
have
my
fast
bonus
hands.
action.
You have quick
Yeah.
items. Or quick
Yep.
fingers.
Fast
Alright, yeah.
hands and
As you
weird.
grab on to this gem, noticing that it's not pulling free from Jadatash, you quickly go into your pouch and pull on a string, and the ball
Oh,
bearings.
by the way, I dropped the dagger.
Oh, yeah,
That way
sure,
I can
okay.
grab the ball bearings with
Okay.
my left hand and keep my right hand on the gem.
You pull a string, quickly release of this pouch. The pouch drops, and ball bearings tinkling all scatter around, making it difficult for anybody, including yourself, to now run on this corridor.
Mm-hmm.
It is now Jada Tash's turn. She says, "Enough!" She puts her fingers to her temple as she glares daggers at Illith. Roll a wisdom saving throw.
It's nice playing with you.
23.
You take half of this damage.
Alright, so that would be, what,
27
27?
points of psychic damage. As she taps on her temple, pain blossoms in your head again, almost akin to what you felt when you walked through the door. You're hurt. She might.
Mm-hmm. What?
This is
It is
entirely
now
your
back
fault. I speak
to
from
your-
experience.
I made the right decision. I'm happy about that. Once in my life, I made
Corvette.
the right decision.
Mm-hmm.
It's now your turn. But now this round, both of them get to go.
I'm going to try to grab the stone again.
Oh man. Alright, roll your strength check. Roll high.
11.
Don't forget your cards.
Oh!
I'm gonna use a card. Would this count? Wait. Would this?
You don't-
What would this count as? Would this be like an attack roll?
This is
roll,
ability,
or-
a skill ability check.
Okay, I don't have any cards then.
Oh, well, I'm going to use a card.
Of
Take-
course.
Take the D8 minus D8 one. I'm hoping for a pretty high number here. She has a 4, just to let you know.
So, yeah, I have a 5.
Oh! The gem starts to move towards you. Her hands are clutching it, and it's almost as if like you're kind of still in a standstill, but your hands are now wrapped around her, and the cloth bundle is now like practically in your possession. If you do attempt to run out, she is going to have one last check to stop you, but you're pretty much free.
I'm gonna attempt to run out.
All right. You
Are we
can
doing
always
another
use your. I will let you use your bonus action to. Well,
Disengage?
yeah, but it's
Well, that's
still.
only monks. That's only monks. I
Yeah,
think. Or
that's
is it-
only for that. So, all right, go
No,
ahead.
no, she has cunning action, so she can use bonus action
Yeah.
to disengage, dash,
So-
Yeah.
Hide.
But if you use your action to disengage, you can, or your bonus action to disengage. Sure.
How far am I from the door?
I'll say like 30 feet.
Okay, so yeah, I'm gonna use my bonus action to disengage then.
But
then
I
I'm
do, I
gonna-
do want to say, like, if you don't succeed on this, you know, like, you might want to roll first before you use your
Okay,
bonus
so-
action.
Strength again?
Yep.
6.
Oh, shit. And she says, "No!" You take about 3 steps forward, the cloth coming towards you, and you stop. Now you have a choice here. You can disengage and run out, or you can stay. What would you like to do?
I'm gonna stay, and this time I'm going to do another use an action as my bonus turn, and I'm gonna like pour oil on her hands to make her grip
Is
looser.
using an item a free action for you?
It is a bonus action, yes, with fast
You-
hands.
Oh, okay. You
Or
can't
take the
disengage
use an
and
object
use.
action,
Wait, what was that? Sorry.
or take the use an object action. So I'm not gonna disengage. I'm just gonna pour oil on her hands.
Okay. you pop a vial on one of like your vests or like one of the straps that you kind of like might on your armor, and oil spills out of her hands, and she has a minus. I'll say she has a disadvantage on her strength checks. And that ends your turn. A for effort.
Question is, does Cora also get oil on her hands?
I would say no. There's no point of using fast hands then, if that's the case.
Okay, I just want to ruin things.
Yeah, no,
I
I'm
don't
already
think you-
probably going to die.
Yeah, I don't think you really have to here. Alright. So, Illith goes first. He goes before Jadatash. And Illith looks at you with wide, sad eyes. Says, Please. Please. I understand you're bleeding for your friend, but you must leave, and you are not going to leave with the gem. I don't want to do this. And his hand slowly starts going to his temple. Please. What is your response? Do you say anything?
Just a second.
I'm not saying anything.
Alright.
I'm just like mentally stealing myself.
And he sighs as his fingers touch his temple. He points them to you. Jadatash just kind of grilling him, just like, do something. Roll your wisdom save. You save.
16.
And you take 22 points of psychic damage.
And that knocks me out.
And darkness.